You ever hear a name so legendary that it instantly brings back memories? For the Bay Area, that name is Dennis Richmond. The voice, the mustache, the presence. He was more than just an anchor. He was the anchor. And now, after decades of setting the gold standard for journalism, he's gone. Dennis Richmond, the face of Bay Area news for 32 years, passed away at 81. A man who reported history is now part of it. But his legacy, that's not going anywhere. Think about this. How many news anchors do you actually remember? Not just their face, but their voice, their style, their impact. Dennis Richmond wasn't just another anchor. He was the voice of the Bay Area. When chaos hit, earthquakes, assassinations, breaking news, he was the one people turned to. Not with panic, not with theatrics, but with that signature calm that made you feel like things were under control. But Dennis didn't start at the top. In fact, he walked into KTVU as a clerk. That's right, a guy sorting papers in the newsroom ended up behind the desk, shaping the way the Bay Area got its news. 1976 was the year it all changed. Dennis took the anchor chair, and the rest? That's history. The O.J. Simpson chase? He was there. The Loma Prieta earthquake? He was there. The tragic assassinations of George Moscone and Harvey Milk? He was there. If it was big, Richmond was the one delivering it. Here's a wild fact. The San Francisco Chronicle once wrote that Dennis Richmond was bigger than Oprah. And honestly, in the Bay Area, he was. KTVU's 10 o'clock news became the most watched nightly news show under his watch. No fluff, no unnecessary drama, just facts, straight up. He respected the audience's intelligence. That's rare these days. And if you're wondering just how much people loved him, get this. His retirement in 2008 wasn't just a goodbye. It was an event. It was like watching the end of an era. Even years later, when people talk about KTVU, the first name that comes up, Dennis Richmond. Dennis didn't just report the news. He lived it. This man once dangled from the 47th floor of a building. Yes, dangled. Just to bring his viewers a first-hand report. He flew with the Blue Angels, doing high-speed loops over the San Francisco Bay. And when disco was all the rage, he didn't just talk about it, he got on camera and danced. But the real magic of Dennis Richmond, he was both serious and personal. He could guide the Bay Area through disasters, but he could also sit down and talk about something as simple as quitting smoking, because he wanted people to relate to him. People who worked with Dennis say he wasn't just an anchor, he was a mentor. KTVU's assistant news director, Darren Zulberty, said that Richmond wasn't just his mentor, he became a friend. He taught young journalists to respect the audience, to never underestimate the importance of clear and honest reporting. In an age of sensationalism, Richmond was a reminder that integrity mattered. But Dennis wasn't just a mentor, he was a fighter. 2 months ago, he suffered a heart attack and a fall. His former colleagues visited him, knowing his health was failing. And even in those last days, he fought. Julie Hayner, his longtime co-anchor, said, he held on for as long as he could. He was so respected. This news is going to hit people really, really hard. And she's right, because losing Dennis Richmond isn't just losing a journalist, it's losing a piece of Bay Area history. Even after stepping away from the newsroom, Dennis never stopped inspiring. He spent his retirement in Grass Valley, living a peaceful life with his wife, Deborah. He worked out, played tennis, stayed healthy, but his impact never faded. He paved the way for Black journalists in major news markets, proving that talent, dedication, and integrity could break barriers. Former Berkeley Mayor Jesse O'Regan put it best. He set the standard for journalistic excellence and integrity, inspiring generations of journalists. He will be greatly missed, but never forgotten. And that's the truth. Because even today, if you ask anyone in the Bay Area about KTVU, they'll still say, I love Dennis Richmond. Now, I want to hear from you. Did you grow up watching Dennis Richmond? Do you have a favorite memory of him? Drop a comment below. I'm reading all of them. And if you want to keep celebrating the legends who shaped the industry, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Spotlight Celebrity. More stories, more memories, and all the entertainment news you don't want to miss. Dennis Richmond may be gone, but his voice is forever.